I went to Maple Leaf Retreat, got sober. I did, I think, 6 to 8 weeks there. I finally got a job at American Eagle through a girl I met in rehab. Her aunt was the manager. And I ended up using one last time and I overdosed. And I was found in the American Eagle bathroom by that manager. And that was a big wake-up call. Last thing I wanted was to die, right? And I ended up telling my parents, and it was the opposite reaction than that I kind of expected. I expected my parents to be kind of upset and sad, and instead they kind of expected it. They expected me to die. As soon as you use, you get kicked out of the sober house, and not that I wanted that. But I took responsibility, and they kicked me out. I admitted my wrong. They kicked me out, and from there, I was homeless. I stayed sober. I started sleeping in my car, working at 99 full-time, and no one there knew it. And I'd come to work every day, and here comes Katie, you know, working there just a few days, and she was the kind of person that you would just spill everything to, open up to. She was just... I said, no, don't worry about that, Katie. And she insisted. She was like, don't be embarrassed about it. What are you embarrassed about? Sometimes we just need help. There's only so many times that someone can be put down and keep getting up, and keep getting kicked out and to get back up. And living on the streets is no easy way to stay sober. Where are you gonna store food? How are you gonna shower? You know, and then the emotional and mental aspect of all of that. And Katie was right there just cheering me on, you know, telling me how worthy I was. She said, well, why don't I help you get an apartment? And I said, I'll start looking, but I don't have good credit and I don't have any good references. My past isn't pretty. And she said, I know, I'm gonna help you. And she kept insisting that everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna help you through this. I found this apartment. It's on North Willard Street in Burlington. And she doesn't need a credit check, thank goodness, but I have no rental reference that is positive, and that's the only thing stopping me. And she said, I'll ask my dad. They helped coordinate me getting into a studio apartment. He ended up helping me get that rental reference, a positive one for that landlord to rent to me, to give me a chance. And from then forward, I was housed. I was able to maintain, you know, emotionally, mentally, you know, the hygiene, the food, everything that has to go with staying sober and all the struggles you go through from being homeless, where if you don't have that stability, it's very difficult.
Katie's idealism led to planning with her father to address the homeless situation in Burlington. Katie appeared before the City Council to advocate with others for the establishment of Burlington's first wet shelter, which was soon established.
I think a lot of people step away and stand off from drug addicts because they don't want to enable them, family and friends. And sometimes they need that love. Sometimes they need that person to be there and just know that they're there.
Any person on the streets, we would be in the middle of traffic. She would pull over, she would stop, no matter what.
One day he came and looked like his coat back there, and Katie said, yeah, that is your coat, Dad. He needs it more than you do.
Katie brought me back to who I was and who I wanted to be.
Katie inspired me to make dreams and to follow my dreams.
It's those little things that she just did that she didn't really think about, and she just made me feel so full.
And that wasn't just for me, that was for anyone she knew.
Katie was at times a chaotic but beautiful soul, and very, very rare. She lived with a dream big, shine bright, sparkle more kind of attitude, and forgave people for things most people wouldn't. She was an example for the rest of us. I have a little 5-year-old girl now. Katie never got to meet her, but I tell her all the time about Katie and how wonderful she was, and explain to her the importance of being kind, and that her kindness is like a ripple effect